Electronic fuel injection. EFI systems. Here's how they work. EFI systems use electronic controls to manage fuel delivery to the engine. They replace traditional carburetors, providing better fuel efficiency, performance, and reliability. Key components. Engine control unit ECU, the brain of the system, processing data from various sensors. Sensors monitoring parameters like mass airflow MAF. The MAF sensor measures the amount of air entering the engine's intake system. It sends this data to the engine control unit ECU, which uses it to calculate the correct amount of fuel to inject into the engine. A MAP sensor. The manifold absolute pressure MAP sensor measures the pressure inside the intake manifold of your engine. It sends this data to the engine control unit ECU, which uses it to calculate the engine's load, airflow, and fuel requirements. A throttle position sensor TPS is a sensor used to monitor the throttle body valve position for the ECU of an engine. The sensor is usually located on the butterfly spindle shaft so that it can directly monitor the position of the throttle. Camshaft position sensor CMP to monitor the relationship between the pistons and valves in the engine, which is particularly important in engines with variable valve timing. This method is also used to synchronize a 4-stroke engine upon starting, allowing the management system to know when to inject the fuel. It is also commonly used as the primary source for the measurement of engine speed in revolutions per minute. A crank sensor CKP is an electronic device used in an internal combustion engine, both petrol and diesel, to monitor the position or rotational speed of the crankshaft. This information is used by engine management systems to control the fuel injection or the ignition system timing and other engine parameters. Common mounting locations include the main crank pulley, the flywheel, the camshaft, or on the crankshaft itself. An oxygen sensor is an electronic device used to measure the oxygen content in exhaust gases. In the automotive industry, it is also known as a lambda sensor. Fuel injectors spraying fuel into the intake manifold, controlled by the ECU. Fuel pump commonly located inside the fuel tank supplying fuel to the injectors. The ECU receives data from various sensors, calculating the engine's fuel requirements. The ECU determines the correct amount of fuel to inject, based on factors like engine speed, load, and temperature. The ECU sends an electrical pulse to the fuel injectors, controlling the amount of fuel sprayed into the intake manifold. The fuel injectors spray fuel into the intake manifold, where it's mixed with air and ignited by the spark plugs.